Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. This is part 10 and this is sped up motion in case you couldn't tell already. Because this boss took a glorious 3 tries. So just as part of your entertainment, you can see the first 2 completely sped up. But then I learned how to do it. And also I'd like to continue my rant from Zack and Mickey. No, I wouldn't actually. I was just kidding about that. So, yeah. Anyway, this part's full of fun, frolicking, and madness, as you can probably tell already. But this boss, this boss, it isn't even, I wouldn't even say it was a traditional Zelda boss battle. What it is a traditional Zelda horribleness. You usually come across that certain part in Zelda that drives you bonkers. You've seen it right here. And we're only on the first dungeon of the entire game. Yeah, like I said, this dungeon is like really horrible. Anyway, that was the first 2 attempts in lightning quick speed in under a minute. And here comes the actual victory, where I demolish him. Finally. So that took 4 attempts. 4 attempts for a first boss. What the hell? I can rant about this game. Screw Zack and Wiki. But yeah, when he runs at you like that, you have to pay attention to which side he's actually running towards you on. And then you have to hit your sword accordingly in that area. So that's what I was getting wrong last time. Instead of just quickly slashing him as he came forward, I just got lucky that time. But not lucky enough. So see, every time he comes from the right, I first strike to the right. And then when he comes to the left, I first strike to the left. Going from the left, there I go. Huzzah! So luckily, I got somewhere and I learned something. Because I was remembering how much of a bitch this boss was to fight. But finally, I have learned a strategy. Because last time I didn't learn the strategy, I just got lucky, like I said. That's why I was hoping I was just going to get lucky on the last time, and I didn't really notice any kind of pattern whatsoever. At least that's from what I remember from playing this last time with the ages ago. But yeah, there's a strategy to this boss. It's amazing. I've learned it. But still can't sometimes hit them for some reason. Wii Motion Plus, I tell you. Sometimes you move it slow when he swings his sword, which he's not supposed to do. And sometimes you move it really fast and it doesn't even recognize the movement. And there we go. Finishing blow. I even get a Skyward strike on him. Satisfactory victory. So he's not dead yet. He's just had enough. Because Zelda doesn't seem to be here. So there is no purpose for him to be here. Because his girlfriend dumped him. Enough said. She's come to run away with me instead. Through the daisy fields. Yeah. Adios, amigo. But yeah, he said the next time you run into my path, you're dead. And I believe him. We're finished. Because yes, we do bump into him again, obviously, when he's not dead, because he's half to Zelda too, it would seem. For some bizarre reason. I mean, I know she's got good looks and all, but really, taking us too far. You demolished me 4 times. Just to find out that she's no longer here. What a waste. Anyway, what are we doing here? We've got a heart piece, which means we have 7 hearts to play with. For our life. And gambly with it. Gamble with it. Gambly? What's a gambly? Something I don't want to ever find out. This looks pretty. And that looks like the angel statue that we have from on the island in the sky. Our home, in other words. Now, the first time I ever played this game, I know for a fact I was really puzzled on what to do, because it doesn't exactly tell you that you need to Skyward strike that thing, like I just did there. So I was busy wandering around, wondering what to do. So, yeah. That definitely weirded me out. It's like, yeah, what do I do now? I've come into this place. Now what we're doing? Took me forever to figure out. God dear. Hate it when nothing tells you. Anyway, Fee's gonna do some skating for us. And I know where I got an idea where Nintendo got their inspiration for this animation here. And don't say it's figure skating, because it ain't. Because I got a better source of inspiration, and that's called Fantasia. Do you remember Fantasia? With the ice skaters? With the ice skating fairies? In the Nutcracker Suite bit of music? I know my classic music. Well, then again, everyone knows the Nutcracker Suite. If you don't know what the Nutcracker Suite is, go and find out. It's one of the most probably heard of piece of orchestra music ever. I don't know who was the composer. I forget who it was, but from what I remember, he actually doesn't like the Nutcracker Suite that he composed. So yeah, just a bit of information there. But that, if you watch back the animation for Fee going over the water there, it's reminiscent of the fairies in Fantasia with the ice skating thing. So yeah, that's where they got their inspiration from. See, not figure skating. Shut up. Anyway, Fee's going to tell us some more information. We've got a tablet to take us to a new location, because we've got to go and stick it on the map back at home. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going back to the clouds. Isn't that lovely? After spending forever here, down on the surface. Well, it's been kind of long, but it hasn't been that long. Oh well, plenty more of that to come. Actually, you don't spend a lot of time in the sky once the story really starts to progress. It's all down on the ground. So I don't know why it's called Skyward Sword. I guess because you came from there and because that's the transition between areas. Shrug. Hello, you. Who are you? I've forgotten completely who you are, you little dumpling. That's what he is. He's a dumpling. That's what I'm going to call these guys from now on. That's what the name I should have come up with ages ago for these guys. You're dumplings! But no, I gotta tell him I didn't find Zelda, but he wishes me luck and all that garbage. And he just ran right through a wall over there. That's the direction he headed. You saw it. He just ran towards a wall. And probably just, I don't know, smacked into it and disappeared. Either that or he's a very good camouflage artist, but we know that's not a fact. So he just ran straight through a wall and didn't leave any dents in it or anything. Those dumplings are amazing things. Hi Fee, what's up? We're flying. Okay, so those chests that we, the cubes that we hit down on the surface that the Goron was being amazed by, going, how'd you do that shit? How'd you know that? It's amazing. Oh, me and you, we're good buddies, we are. I don't know why he's starting to sound like President Nixon. Oh, we're good buddies, man, you. You know how to do things. Which is a good thing, because I don't know how to do anything. Apart from being an idiot. So we're going to go to these they've activated these chests that contain things above the surface of the clouds. So that's what we're going to check out once we screech to a halt here. Because we've got brakes. It's called slowing down. On our birdmobile. On our skyloft, if you want the technical term. Open the chest, and inside, it's a pouch! An adventure pouch. It's bigger. Now we can have one whole new item in our inventory. Whoopee! It was so worth it. No, trust me, it is. I'm being sarcastic. In the worst way. Anyway, let's save while we're here, because that's all good. Just in case something happens between us and the next destination. Not a big chance of that, but hey. Better have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So the next chest is over here. As we soar through the air. Huzzah! Watch out for them guys over there, they're spitting rocks. That's not healthy. Anyway, I'm gonna take a drink, because I've been playing these two games, Zack and Wiki and this, prior to doing this. So I need a break. So this is my break. And we're just, I love that splat on the floor. Just jump off. And it's time we got a piece of heart. Hey, we just need one more for another heart now. We'll have 8. Satisfying. There's the beacon. For some reason it was placed all the way down there. So let's get rid of that. We need to go back to Skyloft now. Back to our home to put in this new map piece. Replace the N with an M. Seriously. Nap piece. Definitely getting my words conjuddled today. That's a word. I just invented it. It's mine. Can't steal it. Flying through the sky so high. La 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 la. If you don't know what the I'm just gonna give you a piece of the tune from the Nutcracker Suite. It's da 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 da. See that everyone's heard that piece of classical music. Surely everyone. Even you young'uns out there. They're about, I don't know, 6 to 10 years old. I don't know. Everyone knows what the Nutcracker Suite is. It's against the law to not know. If you don't know, you need to be arrested immediately. I mean it. It's one of the most unintentional famous pieces of orchestra classic music ever invented. Anyway, I'm coming back in here to buy more potions, seeing as I used the last one in vain, because it didn't really help. So I hope I get to use this next potion not in vain. Yeah, actually helps me win a battle, rather than having to come back from a save point. So technically it took me 5 tries to beat that boss, because I had to use the health reboost. Actually, no, I didn't use it there, did I? Jeez, my memory. I didn't use it there, I used it against this 3-headed snake thing. Never mind. Okay, sprinting ahead, because times are wasting. As you might have noticed, this part is a bit short from half an hour, but that's only because I sped up the footage from earlier, just because it was so boring just to watch me fail. So I found a much more amusing way to play it. Play it back to you. Yeah. Play it black? Play it back. I don't know how to play it black. I guess you just dim the lights down. Okay, there we go. It's revealing a new part for us in the clouds. And it's rather red looking. That means danger. Red means danger. Either that or red means anger. So whatever places down there is either dangerous or it's very angry. Take your pick. So yes. I need to go and replace the batteries now. That's the thing that we just came up. So there was me just replacing the batteries. That's why that suddenly appeared. We finally had to up. That's our second battery change in playing this game. But of course, I'm also using it to play the Wiimote to play Zack and Wiki. So it's the combination of the two.
Hey! Oh.
But we've only had to change it in this game so far, because Fee likes to remind us, your batteries are running low, Master. Please change them, before you lose your connection forever, and everyone dies. What do you want, lady? She's looking for her daughter. Apparently she's been kidnapped by a person with a scary face. Carried off by a monster. A monster! So we know where this is going. Yeah. Pedophilia. I had to say it, didn't I? That's what I was thinking when I played this part. I'm like, need to make a pedophile joke. Or maybe not. I don't know. Do I? Oh well, I just did. So she's been taken away by a monster. Get my daughter back from that monster before he does something bad. That's the stereotypical view anyway. He might not want to do something bad. He might want to, I don't know, give us some flowers. I don't know, shrug. I'm shrugging too much today. Oh well, it's the thing to do. In this current day and age, the hip thing to do is to shrug. Shrug it out. Hello you. Over there. A child who's been playing in the graveyard is missing, yes. Playing in a graveyard? Why would a child play in a graveyard? First and foremost, it's the child's fault for being in the clutches of this apparent monster. There's no man who lives here. He rants about crap. And he's loony, so don't go and listen to him. We're going to listen to him. A lumpy pumpkin. That's where we need to go, which is where we just were for that first chest we got when we first came back up. Oh well, back we go. More backtracking. Just like in Sonic Boom. Backtracking is a favorite pastime in video games. Anyway, I'm trying to cheat fate here by moving tombstones around. Because that's how you get to wherever this monster has taken this girl. This supposed monster has taken this supposed girl. Who knows, it could be the other way around. The girl has stolen the monster. That would be a plot twist and a half. But sadly, that's not the case. Anyway, it's none of the tombstones, so none of the tombstones are working. So I guess we're gonna have to go and visit this old loony. Off we go, back to the sky. And here we are. So, let's put the beacon down there. Now, I love the beginning of this because I don't realize where I put the beacon. Here's me trying to look for the beacon. Going around, it's not over there. Is it over here? Is there a beacon? There it is, but it's behind that big, large green beacon. Look at the perspective on the map. So, if I go around the beacon of greenness, we can see it just there. See the blue one? There it is. Hiding behind the green one all along. Like some kind of sissy. Flap those wings. They're good for you. Give this bird some exercise. Doesn't get much. Doesn't get enough. It's getting thin and weak. And it's still in its prime, so I'm using it to its full potential. Now we're doing a nosedive. Nosedive! We're flapping, we're doing nosedives, we're doing great. There we go. There's the beacon I put down, so let's remove that. And through the door we go to the Lumpy Pumpkin. As weird as that name is. And here we are. I'd want to have a drink here with friends and family and stuff. I want to spend Christmas here. It's coming pretty soon. I might recommend it to the family. Who knows? Anyway, that piece of heart looks tempting up on the chandelier, but we won't get it, because otherwise, big trouble. If you never played this, you won't know what I mean, but if you have, then you might. But I'm not going to explain it now, because he's talking about this supposed monster. And we believe every word he says. So, there we go. I saw the thing, I tells you. It was real. I tells you. So, the tombstone nearest the tree. Yeah, the only problem with this thing is it needs to happen in the night time. Don't ask why, but yeah, we're gonna waste a little time doing that and realizing it needs to be done during the night time. And I don't know how you get to the night time in this game. You don't have a little tune you can play just to make it night time. So, yeah. You can watch my few attempts, because I've fast forwarded it and skipped enough of this. Made it short enough. 26 minutes is good enough. Well, 27 bordering on. We're only about 6 seconds out from that. Still. So we're going back to this gravesite to see if it's going to work now. But then we find out more. But I'm jumping the gun. Let's just enjoy the view of being a bird. Have you ever dreamt of being a bird in your life? Ever? Like flying through the sky? Just so carefree? I wouldn't want to personally, because I got a fear of heights. So, yeah, I'd want to avoid that. Now that would be bad. What if you're a bird and you have a fear of heights? What does that do? Do they ever pick up a fear of heights? Is that possible? If you've had a bad childhood experience and fallen out of your nest and not died when you were a chick or whatever. When you were a chick. That's for chickens, you dunce. Anyway, I'm pushing this for all of my might, and it's not doing anything. Come on, it's the one nearest the tree. That's the one nearest the tree. Isn't it? Anyway, yeah, I'm fumbling around with this, because I like shifting tombstones. Messing with the dead. Why did they ever make that decision in the Zelda game? There we go, we're going to jump cut, and this person's going to tell us to deal a blow to the gravestone. And then move it. So that's exactly what we're going back to do. But yeah, why did they ever make that decision in a Zelda game that you can move tombstones? Even if it's back and forward, that's moving tombstones. Do you ever see anyone do that in reality? Answer, no. There's me just hacking and slashing at the person's tombstone. So I've given up on that and gone to get an iron shield, because that's what we'll need for the next area. And that cost me 100 frickin' rupees. So it better be good. And now he's telling us we can go and upgrade or repair our shield when we need to. Over next to the repair guy, so we'll be doing that. And I've given up trying to do this little mini quest of... So we can give the paedophile his pleasure and his child. Okay, I'm gonna drop that now. God, jeez. And we're going to carry on to the sky and to the next area. Because that's it. Because I need to wait until nighttime, it would seem. And down we go, and this place looks very hot. It's in hot, hot, hot. Okay, that was bad. And before we go splat, let's activate the sailcloth. Hi, Fee. Bye, Fofum. We've got some groovy music to this area, I tell you. The Elden Volcano. That's where we be. 65% of this region is covered by lava. That's bad. That's just very... ouch. I hope I don't end up in any of that 65% of lava coverage. Yep, this place is fun. And here we are, new area being painted before our very eyes. In real time. Got a very quick hand. And that looks like a very big area. So I can't wait to venture through this place. But that's going to come for the next part, which will be part 11. So, meanwhile, while I try and find some more rupees, seeing as I just spent 100 on this new shield, which I've just equipped. And I hope it turns out to be very handy. But definitely need it for this area, as you can see, because the other shield has a habit of burning. Because it's made of wood. Also, I missed a sexual innuendo joke there. So, lucky for you, but I'm going to say it anyway. As Fee said, there's a possibility of clothing damage. So we're like, might be able to see Link in his skivvies, if he's wearing any. But anyway, there's the area up ahead. That's what's going to come next part. So I hope you all enjoyed it, and thanks for watching. There's me tracking for Zelda, and we're going to be heading in that direction. But yeah, thanks all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Blah blah blah. And we're going to wave. Wave Link. Bye bye. See you all next time.